Alright, what's going on, guys? My name's Chopper. So today we have a pretty big video to talk about today. Now this is going to cover multiple different things, including the Moon Remake, NorthWoods, and possibly a Zombies Only DLC 4. So this is going to cover so many topics, guys, but before we get into all this information and the entirety of this video, guys, let's see if we can get 100 likes on this video, guys. Aiming for 100 likes on this video, that'd be absolutely amazing. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump right into this info. So I want to start off by taking this back to a couple months when I made a video about a Moon Remake. Now this is before Der Eisendrache came out. Now there was this one Treyarch interview, it was basically showing a Zombies trailer, and one specific frame in it was the Moon loading screen, but it was a little bit different. It was a little bit more high res, a little bit more colorful, but there was different things on it. The astronauts were turned around, that sort of thing. I'm going to show you guys the two different ones right now. This is the original Moon one, and then this is right here is the new Moon one. So this was only one frame, and this got everybody hyped up like, oh, the next DLC is going to be a Moon Remake and all this sort of stuff. I actually made a video about it as well, and I got a lot of hate saying that, hey, this isn't even going to be a Moon Remake, because when Der Eisendrache came out, we knew that it was called Griffin Castle. It's very associated with Griffin Station, which is Moon, and everybody kind of played off saying that kind of this was just the clue towards Der Eisendrache, and this actually isn't a Moon Remake. And even though I had so many people saying that this is not going to happen and this Moon Remake is fake, this loading screen was just as a precursor for Der Eisendrache, I still wasn't completely convinced. You know, I still to this day said that there might be a Moon Remake at some point. Don't expect it right away, like don't expect it in the 4 DLC packs, but maybe later on, you know, maybe in its own game or maybe in another DLC after DLC 4. We'll see about that. I just said kind of keep it in mind, but I do believe that it could have happened, and I've been saying that, you know, since before DLC 1 came out. You guys can actually go back and watch the video if you do want to see it. But now some new information has come out that might suggest that a Moon Remake could be a viable option, actually might be a thing in the future. So apparently Glitching Queen made a video about this as well, but there is this image floating around and we don't know if it's 100% confirmed. But go ahead and take a look at this right here. Now this is actually Moon, but this is with cleaned up graphics and what it would look like probably in Black Ops 3. But there is also what you got to keep in mind is that there is a Black Ops 1 mod where you can smooth the graphics over and kind of make it look a lot better, like more next gen, and that's what this could be, just a really good angle. Now I actually went in Moon and took a screenshot, like pretty much the exact angle. The coloring is a little different, but just so you can kind of get a little bit of a visualization about how different these graphics are as compared to the originals. I mean, what do you think about this? Do you think that this is just the smooth over Black Ops 1 mod, or do you think that this is actually like a leaked image from the Moon Remake? But honestly, I'm going with the mod because you guys know, I hate to break it to you, but most of Treyarch's quote-unquote leaks are actually things that they want us to see. Like Treyarch just wouldn't let a screenshot from a map out like that. That just really doesn't happen. So assuming that this is real and somebody actually got a hold of it, then that means Treyarch wanted us to see this. You know, they wanted us to get a hold of this screenshot and get the whole community hyped up about a Moon Remake. That's one option, but then the other option is, of course, that this is the Black Ops 1 mod just for the graphics, and that'd probably be the less exciting option. But there's evidence on both sides to kind of support both. Obviously, you know, there's a thing about we got to think about that Moon loading screen, the new one. That's probably one of the biggest pieces of evidence, and also maybe this like screenshot. But those are two big pieces of evidence for a Moon Remake. Now let's go ahead and get to the juicy parts of this kind of fight for this to be a real thing. So in Black Ops 1, we had the Resurrection Map Pack 4, which included the 4 World at War maps just brought over for the DLC. There's no multiplayer maps in the last DLC, and there was a little bit of backlash from the multiplayer community. I'm not even going to lie. That's what I was kind of concerned about for this, is like, I don't know if they would go and do that to the multiplayer community again. I mean, they could obviously make a 4th map pack with only zombies, but I kind of figured that there'd be some backlash in the community, which there definitely was, at least a little bit in Black Ops 1, so I kind of figured they'd avoid making that mistake in Black Ops 3. Now, a very interesting thing is that in multiplayer, if you go over to the DLC packs, there's actually not enough room to put more maps on the menu, and that's people have been saying that that's actually confirmed that this is going to be a zombies only game. Even the map layout for the zombies maps have changed as well. Like the actual layout has kind of made more room in case they want to put in more maps. It's pretty interesting, but the thing is, guys, like that doesn't 100% confirm, because they can literally make any menu layout changes at pretty much the touch of a button. It just like takes one little update, one little title update, and all it does is kind of change a little bit of that layout. They could even shrink the size of the maps just to make sure everything fits on there. They can literally do so many different things. I don't think that necessarily 100% confirms a zombies only DLC, but it's interesting regardless how that kind of changed the layout for that sort of thing. People have been saying that this 100% confirms that DLC 4 is going to be a zombies only map pack. The fact that multiplayer cannot hold any more maps on the menu, and also the fact that zombies has made a little bit more room for maps, and people are saying that's 100% confirmed, like that's guaranteed right there. But again, I'm not entirely sure. I'm not saying that the thing is not possible to have a DLC 4 that's only zombies, but I'm saying that in Black Ops 1, they did create some backlash in the multiplayer community for having no new maps, and I don't think that they would kind of go that route again. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I'm going to go ahead and give you my complete opinion near the end of this video. I'm just giving you straight facts right now. Now, something else that's pretty interesting is what Jason Blundell has been saying. Now, there was an interview talking about DLC 4, kind of, I mean, just chatting about DLC 4, that wasn't the main topic, but basically, Jason said that the team is done with DLC 4. You know, Revelations is completely done, but they're still working on something. He said that doesn't always happen. You know, they're always not done by DLC 4 by the time DLC 3 comes out, but this time is a little bit different, is actually what he says. So the team is working on something else, but we don't know exactly what that is. He's not going to come out and tell us, but a lot of people are saying that this is probably the Moon Remake. I'm thinking that this is going to be NorthWoods. Now, this is another topic that I've talked about in a previous video. You guys can go check that out if you want a bigger explanation, but basically NorthWoods is supposedly this leaked thing that was on the Xbox Live Store and is actually by Activision, and this was a game that kind of said it was compatible with Black Ops 3, and it was talked about a general vague description of a zombies mode game, and the fact that it's compatible with Black Ops 3 is convincing everybody this is going to be like a DLC 5, but I've talked about this before. They can't actually call it a DLC 5 because that would upset people. That's not covered under the season pass because it's only agreed to cover 4 packs, but what they could do is actually sell it as an add-on, just like kind of like an add-on to the game. It's not technically covered under the DLC packs, but regardless, you can still buy it and have it compatible with the game. Kind of be like a skin or chem, whatever, how those are considered add-ons, not technically DLC. This could be like a quote-unquote micro DLC, but could still have like feature a map. It only sounds like from the description it's one map, but it could have multiple. We really don't know. But NorthWoods is going to be a game developed by Activision, and it could be an add-on to Black Ops 3. It says it's compatible, so we don't really know about that. That's probably going to come out after DLC 4. Obviously, it's going to be after DLC 4, but it's not going to be called DLC 5, just letting you guys know right now. But that's definitely an option for Treyarch to do, and that's maybe what they're working on, but maybe that will include the Moon Remake. We really don't know at this point. But with all this info, we also know that Treyarch is just working behind the scenes, and all this stacked up means that they're working on something else after DLC 4 in my eyes anyway. Whether it be the Moon Remake, NorthWoods, or a zombies-only DLC 4, we're not really too sure at this point. You know, we can't say with 100% certainty, but what I want to do is I want to hear from you guys. What do you think about all this info? Do you think that there's going to be a Moon Remake, maybe after Revelations, or do you think there's going to be a zombies-only DLC, or do you think that they're going to save everything for NorthWoods when that comes out after DLC 4? You know, they're going to drop like a whole add-on of different, maybe remade zombies maps from older games and have it compatible with Black Ops 3. So let me know what you guys think about all this stuff, because honestly, there's a lot of info here, and there's a lot of different things to lean on. There's evidence proving for and against each side, so it's pretty interesting. Just let's get a little debate going down in the chat. I want to see what you guys got for me in the comment section down below. But anyway, guys, that's going to be it for today. Like I said, let's go for 100 likes on this video, guys. Let me see if we can get that. That'd be absolutely amazing. But anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. Drop the like if you aren't already, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.